being reported to us from various sources. And then when we are trying to do the analysis, when we are trying to find any kind of signal, uh, signal is something when there is a more occurrence of a same adverse event which is reported to you, that is called as a signal. When we try to take out the signal to analyze the clinical information, suppose the case is in phase 3 clinical trial. The drug is in phase 3 clinical trial, and there are 50 events of heart attack which has been reported to you. But it has been reported by different sources and it has been processed by different individuals. So you wouldn't know how many cases are there. But when you want to do the analysis of this clinical information, MedDRA comes handy. By using the preferred term or the PT of heart attack, you can take out all the cases which was reported to you with heart attack as an event to do your analysis, to check for the signal, to check for any kind of risk which the drug possesses. So this is a broader picture. MedDRA has a lot of scope when it comes to pharmacovigilance, regulatory reporting, and also the clinical data management. And then it is a very important tool for the product evaluation, monitoring, communication, electronic record exchange, and the oversight. The thing I have just explained about the signal detection. So, more number of occurrence of a same event can give you a signal. By detecting the signal, you can also evaluate that product. Sometimes it could happen like, there are 50 events of heart attack has been reported. So a person who is responsible for the study can always go back and check. Maybe there is some titration in the dosage required in the phase 2 or phase 3. If it is detected early, there are certain kind of titration which can be done, which could avoid the next set of uh, adverse event reporting or the occurrence of adverse events in the patients, which could even save lives. It helps in monitoring. And then the communication. So MEDRA is a common language. If I want to communicate to the regulatory authorities, or if the regulatory authorities would like to see how many cases of heart attack has been reported for that quarter, they will just go to the safety database. They will put the preferred term or the PT term of heart attack and will take out the cases, 50 cases of heart attack, and they can do the communication with the sponsor itself, as in why there are so many number of these cases, or what you're doing with this, like evaluation and monitoring. This is important for the electronic record exchange and also for the overall oversight of the whether the drug is in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 clinical trial, or the drug has been marketed, or the drug is in phase 4 clinical trial. So to do the oversight, MEDRA is super useful. And MEDRA is used through the entire regulatory process, for the data entry to the data retrieval, evaluation, presentation. So there are different terms reported, like fuzzy feeling in the head. I feel wobbly. I feel uh, not so good, or things like that. But when you code it by using MEDRA, everything has been so systematically coded that whenever a regulatory authority or the regulatory process, data retrieval, data entry, whenever they are trying to do the evaluation and presentation, they always go by the preferred term. Because you cannot just report feeling woozy, feeling wobbly, which will not make any sense. It should make a clinical sense, as in it is an adverse event and what the patient is going through. So when you report it by using MEDRA, it becomes like it becomes like like a data entry, a kind of a understanding language for the regulatory authorities